Welcome to a new day, week 3 of our special campaign, all in a celebration for a new album of mine called A New Day, which is going to be coming out on October 9th. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Dave Kaz, and we've been doing this campaign. It's now week 3. It's a different song from the New Day album every week for 6 weeks in a different color. So we already have done red, we did orange, and now week 3, as you can probably tell, not my favorite color. I look a little jaundice, but you know what? I'm sporting the yellow. Here's the yellow backdrop, and hopefully you're wearing yellow at home while you're listening to this music. I just want to say this has been so much fun to be able to give you, our fans, a chance to hear this music before the album comes out. And not just one song, the single. The music business now is in a situation where it's very democratic. You can do so many different things. You can release 6 different songs before the album comes out. It's a whole new world of the music business. So I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am. Now, this album is a very special album for me for a lot of reasons. First of all, it's been 10 years since my last album of original material. It's my 20th record overall, and it's been 30 years. Actually, this album will come out 30 years and one day after my debut album came out in 1990. Amazing that it's been 30 years and we're still here. But this album was different than any other album I've ever made. It had a real purpose. It was conceived and recorded completely under the umbrella of COVID, completely virtually recorded. And the whole purpose behind this album is to provide some comfort, some relief, and some good vibes during this very difficult time that we're all going through in the pandemic. As you can tell, I'm wearing yellow. I'm ready to play a song for you right now. But before I do, I want to say a big thank you to my friends at Watercolors on Sirius XM, and specifically their midday host, Talai, who's a dear friend of mine. Talai has been playing the song of the week. I don't know if she's wearing the color of the week, so we'll have to check that out. I'm going to call her later. But they have been playing the song before I play it for you here on Fridays. Every Thursday, you can hear the song on the radio. Every Friday, right here. And now you can stream the song anywhere that you get your music. Now, I originally didn't plan on doing any covers on this album because, as I mentioned, I hadn't done an original album in quite some time. But then, and I've always loved the Beatles, and I've always loved the song Yesterday. It's probably on my top 5 of all-time favorite songs. There's something about that melody, and when I heard it, I actually heard it on Sirius XM, and I listened to the lyrics. The lyrics, when you take them in consideration of what's going on in our world right now, and how you long for yesterday, it really hit me hard that we're in this pandemic right now, and we are solidly in this. We don't know when it's going to change. But you can't think about where we are without thinking that it was just yesterday. I mean, literally, just yesterday, our world was completely different. And the innocence and the joy of yesterday, I find myself thinking about that a lot. So that was what made this song such an important inclusion on this album. Of course, we're always talking about thinking forward and what our lives will be. But you also have to look back and remember where we came from. So that's what the motivation for doing this song is. And I love this arrangement. I have to say a big thank you to Matt Cuson, who produced this track. Matt is a wonderful friend of mine, amazing singer. And as you can be able to hear, he sings all over this, it's like take 6, hundreds of vocal tracks. And then we also sent the track to Michelle Indigiocello. Now, if that name doesn't sound familiar, I strongly urge you to check out Michelle. She is one of the most creative people I've ever met. She is one of the most unbelievable bass players, and when she played on it, this track just kind of came together. Such personality and uniqueness to what she did on the bottom end. So be sure to be listening to that as we play the song for you. So a big thank you to Michelle and Matt for doing that. All right, you ready to hear a little Yesterday? Close your eyes if you want and think about what your life was like just yesterday. One thing you got to say right now is thank you, John Lennon and Paul McCartney, because that song, there's a reason why it's here so many years later, and we still love it so much. And it's such a beautiful song on the alto saxophone. Big thank you again to Matt Cuson and Michelle Indigio-Cello for their contributions to that track. Beautiful, beautiful track. And you can find that on my new album coming out on October 9th. It's called A New Day. And by the way, I've been talking about this for the last couple of weeks. We are going to be doing a virtual release party on the release day on October 9th. And we want you. I mean, we can't do it without you. In fact, the tickets are selling briskly. You can find out the information about the event and get your ticket at my website, which is davecause.com. And hopefully we'll see you on October 9th. And I know I'll see you right back here next week for week 4 of our special promotion, Colors of a New Day. And at the end of these 6 weeks, we're going to be making a rainbow. And as I said the first week, I truly believe that there's a rainbow waiting for us at the end of this pandemic. You may not be able to feel that right now, but it's coming. Better days are on their way. So next week's color is green. Yes, we're going to be wearing green. Please continue to send me your pictures. I've seen a ton of pictures from fans getting dressed up in these colors. You can skip yellow. You don't have to do that one. But next week, green, it's on. I'll be in green, and I want to see you in green. Use the hashtag Colors of a New Day for me to be able to find your pictures, and we'll post our favorite. And I look forward to seeing you right back here next week. Till we're together again next week, make sure you take good care of yourself, and thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day and weekend ahead.